that's why we started with an artist that didn't sing. Not knowing a giant object. But there are, we probably will. Now that we picked up. So that's why we started with an artist that didn't sing.
I've been coming to this museum literally since I could walk. And so it feels like my second home. When I walk down these halls, it just makes me think and wonder how the ideas behind these painters and different artists, the way they were thinking of how they wanted their art to go, how they wanted the art to be. Art is amazing. You can do so much. The world is at your fingertips, literally, because you can make a whole world out of just an art piece.
Look at it, it's extremely isolated. You have highway and then you have community.
Could be in there.
So if you
I'm envisioning space up above.
I think what we're talking about is trying to create a commonality back to humanity.
To bring all these people together is truly then what becomes this community, whether it's through classwork.
AK 360 is a way for us to radically change the way that we operate as a museum, and the indoor town square is a major element of that. We came together as a group of about 26 people that didn't know each other, and we spent a lot of time together thinking and dreaming and sharing our feelings about how we want to live and work together as a community in the future.
Engagement is important because people want to have an experience. Most people want to be heard and they want to just feel welcomed.
We had a great group that was diverse both in every aspect that you could think of.
Being part of this group is really special. And I think it's really a privilege and an honor to be part of this journey.
Our purpose was to engage community leaders, represent different communities who came together to work on the indoor town square concept. And it was a listening tour for us to put forth ideas and really make this space a community space.
When I think about this new town square space, I think about a place where everyone in the whole region feels welcome and they feel like this space belongs to me and to us. And I'm excited with the group that we have assembled here because it's such a diverse group and will be something new for Buffalo, something we don't have already that brings people together in a new way.
As part of this process, we wanted to know if there were any other museums that actually had an indoor social space, a space that was free of admission charges where people can just go and be themselves and meet one another and be a community. So we decided to take a trip to Cleveland, and we drove 3 hours and arrived at the Cleveland Museum of Art because they are very much like the Albright-Knox. They have a long history, they have historic buildings, and as part of their last expansion, they covered a previously outdoor space and made it an indoor space.
When I walked into the space, especially the atrium, and then to come into the museum, it's very impressive. There's a lot of programming that takes place, some that's actually very interesting, and stuff that we would like to replicate, and seeing how we can incorporate some of the themes back.
The minute I got a chance to see all of the different people inside of the space, I really became excited once the mission was revealed about what we're all, assembled to do. But it also allowed us to see what type of cultural community input can be utilized, which really represents the whole diversification of what the goal is of bringing everybody together, where all of us can participate.
When we were thinking about creating a social space for Western New York, we thought about what were the conditions necessary to bring together art, ideas, and people. As part of this process, we hosted a public meeting, and we had a presentation and then a feedback wall, and then we had open group conversations.
So this is what we learned.
This should be a welcoming space with lots of informal seating, coffee, Wi-Fi, things you'd find in your own living room. People want it to be interactive with artwork you can touch and art-making activities for families and kids. People wanted it to be a bright, light-filled extension of the park. It should be a space for performances by local talent. Music, poetry, movement, dance, things that bring people together. And finally, everyone felt like it should be the must-see destination of Buffalo.
It's all about voices and hearing the voices of the community, getting an idea of what's important to them. We just spent some time learning. The ideas that we have come up with as a community will help inform the design of the indoor public space. We're really excited with the diversity of the group, with the thoughts. We have children, we have adults, we have seniors. We've got all kinds of people from all over the city of Buffalo and even the suburbs.
It was just amazing to hear all the thoughts that people have and being able to share them with one another. They're giving you the opportunity to be involved.
When I got a chance to go to the AK 360 meeting, it was just eye-opening. Because when I heard that they were gonna put a new building in and I could be a part of that and like pitching ideas, certain things, how I wanted this art gallery to look like, it just opened my eyes. They're designing something called the new indoor town square, and I wanted to be like more interactive for like children to come to, because as a younger kid, there was no availability to help myself like let out my creativity. The thing I do know for sure is that when I grow up, I will be the one who's walking around these halls, participating in the things that this community wants to do. And if you think about it, we are the future.